We finally got a look at the trailer for the Super Mario Bros. Movie, and it's already receiving some very divisive reviews regarding the cast. Legendary voice actress Tara Strong had something to say about it too. What were Tara's opinions on the trailer, and what are some things to look forward to about the upcoming animated movie? We'll be talking about all of that in this video. First and foremost, what did the voice actress say? The trailer was a solid 10 out of 10, no doubt about that. But problems arose as soon as the audience heard the titular character's voice for the first time. This is where iconic actress Tara Strong, who's been the voice behind more cartoon characters than we can even count, posted a series of tweets regarding Chris Pratt's voice acting. She started her trilogy of tweets by saying, "It should have been Charles," with a picture of her standing beside her good friend Charles Martinet. Martinet is the original Super Mario voice actor and began his role back in 1992. He's also voiced Mario's brother Luigi, along with the plumber's evil counterpart Wario. Strong then threw major shade at the movie by praising her friend's work for the past 20 years, who sold billions of dollars in merchandise and made millions for the company. The sarcastic remark she added was Hollywood not caring about any of this. To end her thread, the actress asked fans to show their support for Charles by being with him at cons and posting stories or pictures they have with him. Following up with the fans' opinions on Pratt. Even though a majority of the audience loves Chris Pratt in the Marvel Cinematic Universe as Star-Lord, they're very unimpressed with the latest voice of Mario. Fans think it's emotionless and devoid of any exaggerated Italian accent like the one Charles used to do flawlessly. The actor said a line or two in the trailer, but it was enough to form an opinion. The expectations just weren't met with this one. Not that people had any high hope since the casting news dropped in the first place. Moving on, looking back at the trailer. Mario's voice aside, the rest of the trailer was surprisingly pretty good for a teaser. The dramatized entrance by Bowser in the Snow Kingdom with beautiful shots panning the scenery with Wes Anderson-level symmetry was very unexpected. Not to mention the touch of northern lights in the sky as the penguins comically faced an army of Koopas. The trailer didn't have to go this hard, but it did. We also got a first listen at Jack Black's portrayal of Bowser, arch nemesis of Mario, and let's just say, it blew us all away. But we'll get to that in a bit. All in all, the trailer is great and strays far away from the usual blueprint of these types of animated films, which are just a huge pop culture fest throwing references and popular songs in every other gag. The best part is, not too much of the plot was given away, so we barely know what the movie will be about. Could there be some sort of twist by Illumination Entertainment? Or will they adapt the classic story where Princess Peach is captured by Bowser to give fans a taste of nostalgia? Now, for the rest of the cast. Chris Pratt and Jack Black aside, Anya Taylor-Joy will be voicing Princess Peach in the movie. Due to scheduling conflicts, Anya recently had to step down from Robert Eggers' upcoming horror film Nosferatu, which will be a reiteration of the 1922 film directed by Murnau. Keegan-Michael Key will be the voice behind Toad, the adorable humanoid mushroom. The trailer also had him saying a quirky little line, and Key does a terrific job of making his voice sound as animated as possible. Fred Armisen, who's been the voice behind several hilarious characters in The Mitchells vs. the Machines, Final Space, and Big Mouth, is set to star as Donkey Kong's rambling grandfather, Cranky Kong. His grandson, voiced by none other than Seth Rogen. Though the actor hasn't shown much versatility in his voice in previous projects, we're hoping he shines his newfound talent in the upcoming movie. Other cast members include Kevin Michael Richardson as Kamek and Sebastian Maniscalco as Spike. As for Mario's brother, who couldn't recognize that screaming at the end of the trailer? Charlie Day from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia will be voicing Luigi, and we just know it's going to be a hilarious performance. It's also rumored that the original Mario, Charles Martinet, will be making a cameo in the film. A guest appearance is pretty noble to the OG plumber, but it's definitely not enough appreciation for the hard work the man has done all these years. What's more, is this going to be another Sonic the Hedgehog situation? Back in 2019, Paramount Pictures released a trailer for their new Sonic movie starring James Marsden and Jim Carrey as Dr. Eggman, with Ben Schwartz voicing the Hedgehog. The film was going through its final touches when they dropped the first look, but when fans saw the design the studios chose for Sonic, the internet was left in a frenzy. Long story short, people practically bullied the VFX artists to redesign their favorite speedster. And to everyone's surprise, the company listened. They redid the entire movie from start to finish, giving Sonic an awesome new look. Now, the question is, will Chris Pratt meet the Golden Rodent's fate? The internet is already in disdain, and there are very few people defending the actor's accent. We've seen something like this happen before, so the possibilities of Star-Lord being replaced in the movie aren't zero. Let's talk about the voice acting industry. Voice actors have been underappreciated for quite some time now. Animation studios tend to look for the biggest names in Hollywood instead of marketing marketing value instead of hiring actual talent. This can be seen pretty clearly in some movies where characters come off as emotionless and bland. Now, if they'd hired actors like Tom Kenny or John DiMaggio, some films would feel like animated movies instead of a standard blockbuster. The thing is, voice actors know how to give life to a 2D or 3D character. Take Tara Strong, for example. Her talent ranges from childhood characters like Timmy Turner and Ben 10 to Miss Minutes in Loki. This is one of the reasons why Strong wasn't satisfied with Pratt being cast as Mario. She, of all people, knows the lack of opportunities given to the people who have devoted their lives to this part of the film industry. But there are some mainstream actors who prove to be an exception. Jack Black sounded almost unrecognizable when Bowser first said his line. Keegan also gave charm and cartoonish personality to Toad. So let's talk about how great the voice behind Mario's arch nemesis is. Up next, Bowser. Jack Black has cemented himself as one of the best entertainers in Hollywood. Some say he's already on par with the likes of Jim Carrey. The first half of the Super Mario Bros. Movie trailer had King Koopa attacking the Snow Kingdom. Bowser made a fiery entrance, and when he said the words "Open the gates," fans knew just then that this was going to be his movie. There's a kind of charisma brought to characters that only Black is capable of. The raw emotion he had in the Kung Fu Panda trilogy was out of this world, making it one of the best animated films ever made. And that's not an exaggeration. How awesome were Poe's battles against Tai Lung and Lord Shen? Speaking of Kung Fu Panda, did you know Seth Rogen voiced Mantis? Looks like Donkey Kong won't be so bad after all. As badass as Bowser sounds, things will only go uphill for the character in the rest of the movie. We're positive that the School of Rock actor won't let fans down. You can tell how much fun he's having with this role from his exaggerated expressions. It's like you're sitting in the audio room watching him record his lines. Also, a cool thing some animated movies do is take an actor's body language and use it in their characters. So if you see the King of the Koopas rocking an air guitar, you can thank the one and only Jack Black. Lastly, will Chris Pratt defy the odds? In all fairness, Mario only had like 2 lines in the trailer. We're yet to see the jumping plumber say a few more words, but the audience has already given their verdict. Plus, Chris isn't Italian either, so a lot of people think he'll just try to do his best Brooklyn voice and call it a day. Even though Martinet lacks Italian lineage, he still managed to make the platformer the iconic figure he is today. The Parks and Recreation actor voiced Emmett back in Lego Movies 1 and 2, and he did a pretty decent job there. He's also set to appear as Garfield the cat in the upcoming animated feature. Chris has surprised us with his acting skills in a lot of projects, and Nintendo fans are hoping he does the same for this movie too. And that's all for this video. What are your thoughts on the cast of the Super Mario Bros. Movie? Let us know in the comments below. As always, leave a like and hit that subscribe button to see more of our content. We'll see you in the next one.